There's a verse, I think it's in Proverbs, where it says a righteous man falls 7 times and then gets back up. And I have a hard time understanding that, because every time I hear that verse particularly quoted, it's from people that abuse the grace of God.
Sure.
That literally do the total opposite of what Paul says in Romans 6.
Yeah, of course.
So what does that verse mean when he says like when it says a righteous man falls 7 times but gets back up? And then the follow-up question, how can we live in grace without abusing it?
Good question. So falling 7 times, it means that we still have our flesh, right? Paul speaks about it in Romans chapter 7, verse 15, and he explains it in verse 20 that it's the sin that dwelleth inside of me that makes me do these things. When you trust your flesh, you will fall. But we still have an advocate, which in 1 John chapter 2 is Jesus Christ, right? We have a person that when we do sin in our flesh, God lifts us up. So a real Christian, if you look at the end result, if they're falling 7 times but they get back up, that means they get up every single time. Now that also ties into the abusing grace. It says, for if they sin willfully, after receiving the knowledge of the truth, then there remaineth no more sacrifice for sins. So true abuse of grace is Jesus, through grace, died on the cross and gave it to you for free before we even asked him to. But you're still claiming, and you don't take the identity of his identity, which is he's righteous, holy, and sanctified. You then continuously say, no, I'm a sinner though, because what you see is sin, what you feel is sin, you think sinfully, right? So you accept that. That is actually abusing grace.